Hello everyone and welcome back to week 4 of the VDL. We're playing Mr. Shady Surge and his team, the New Jersey Charcadets. Me and Shady have been in every season of VDL, at least the last 3, and not every season of VDL Wi-Fi. But we've never played. This is our first time playing and I'm super excited to get the opportunity to play him. He seems like a great guy and a good solid battler. So let's get right into his team, shall we? First of all, Mr. Shady has the Dragonite, the Sylveon, the Zarude, the Milotic, an Excadrill, an Annihilate, an Arcanine, which can terrestrialize into any type, Mew, Cinccino, and Electivire. So yeah, very scary team. But I think we can break it, we can win, but we're going to have to play perfectly. But let's get into the team we're bringing. First of all, we have our Crocodile running the Terra Fairy this week. I think Shady's team is just very weak to the combination of Fairy plus Ground. Like, with those two, he hits so much on his team. We can hit the Dragonite with Terra Blast, we can hit the Zarude with Terra Blast, we can hit the Annihilate with Terra Blast, and we can super effectively Earthquake hits the Electivire, the Excadrill, and the Arcanine pre-Terra. And then in addition to that, we are obviously have the Gunk Shot to be able to hit Sylveon, and we also have Scale Shot also to boost our speed. And we are holding the Assault Vest. We are a very aggressive Assault Vest, and we are Moxie. First time I think we're bringing Moxie. First time we're bringing an offensive Croak actually. So finally it gets the time to shine. We are like max attack with max speed, jolly. So that we can potentially Scale Shot, outspeed some things, and then do a lot of damage. Shady's team isn't the fastest team in the world. He does. I think his fastest mon is the Cinccino at 115, and then he has a few others like floating around that kind of area. Like, yeah, obviously our speed tiers aren't great. We get from 96 to the 121 of Torn, so he definitely has a few things that could like outspeed us or tie us. So, but if we do get a Scale Shot and he doesn't have a Scarf, we can do a lot of damage to his team. Next up, we have our Heavy Duty Boots Tornadus, Condor the Torn, and we're running an offensive set. I mentioned earlier that his fastest one is Cinccino, and that means that Torn, if there's no Scarf or no boosting items, no boosts, Torn outspeeds his whole team, which is really nice. And Nasty Plot is really solid, and Bleakwind plus Heatwave just hit his team like super well. Like Bleakwind hits Dragonite, Sylveon, Zarude, Milotic, Annihilate, Arcanine, Mew, Cinccino, and the two that are resistant, Excadrill, one that gets super effectively hit by the Heatwave, and the other one does not just want to take those +2 Heatwaves either, unless it's like an AV set. And I honestly don't know if Electivire comes. It could to come like as a Motor Drive set to try and wall my Regieleki, but if that's not there, we can always just outspeed and U-turn on it, because I do think if it does come, it does have to be like an Assault Vest set. So yeah, with just boots to deal with any rocks that get set up. And yeah, just hopefully we can get a Nasty Plot and just start dealing massive damage with Bleakwinds and Heatwaves. I'm hoping to not miss. That would be like the worst case scenario. But yeah, let's go. Next up we have our Specs Kyurem. I mentioned that he doesn't have the fastest team. A lot of the stuff that is faster, stuff like Zarude and Cinccino, really don't want to stay in on us, so we can just fire off huge Specs hits. We have Freeze Dry, Draco, Flash Cannon, Blizzard. Freeze Dry hits his team super well. Ice just in general is really good into his team. We super effectively hit Dragonite, Zarude, Milotic is super effective. Sylveon's taking neutral, Excadrill's taking neutral, Annihilate taking neutral, Arcanine is the Mew, Cinccino, Electivire taking neutrals. Arcanine is the only true resist to Freeze Dry, and it's still taking a huge chunk if it's not defensive. And it has to fair Draco Meteors from our Specs. If we can catch it, we can do a lot of damage. Obviously, we do have the Flash Cannon as well, because I do think Sylveon is going to come and beat the check to us, and that thing takes a lot of damage from Specs Flash Cannon. And then we have Blizzard, because we are, as you can see, bringing our Galarian Slowking this week with Sugarberry, just to be able to take a hit from that Excadrill, which is very scary, and is also his only removal is Excadrill, so I definitely think it is coming this week. We have the Sludge Toxic, we have Flamethrower to be able to 2-hit KO the Excadrill, which is always nice, Trade Reception to get up Snow, for things like our Kyurem Blizzards. We have Toxic, because Toxic is very nice into his team. He doesn't have a grounded poison or poison type in general, so the only thing that is immune to those toxics coming through is Excadrill. We could even put a toxic on something like that wants to come in like Annihilate, that wants to come in and wall us, like Zarude is always nice, and even like Milo, if we can toxic that and stop it from getting his Flame Orb, that could be great, while just regenerating around and allowing Kyurem to do its thing. So that is the Slowking set. Next up we have our Boot Sizzle. We're running Defog, so like a utility Sizzle, but we are max attack adamant. I believe we're max defense, max attack. And we do have that bullet punch option, because it's always nice. This is our like Sylveon swapping, because that thing no longer gets mystical fire, which is great. We do have knockoff to remove items, which is always solid. And then U-turn just to get pivot and get some of our more offensive guys in. Next up, we have our Life Orb. I mean, I say next up, but it is our last one. We have our Life Orb Mimikyu. I think Mimikyu, I said once again that he has a bunch of stuff that's hovering around like that 95 region, stuff like the Arcanine and the Late's 90, no. But a bunch of stuff like, I think Electivire is also 95. I'm misremembering. Yeah, but we can basically just Swords Dance, get that speed, use our speed advantage and just do massive damage. We said he's very weak to Fairy, so Player Off is ridiculous. Shadow Sneak for priority into things like that may outspeed us, like the Mew. And then Drain Punch hits stuff like the Excadrill and the Zarude that want to swap in and potentially knock us off or deal damage to us. Yep, that is the team for week 4, and I'll see you lot all in the battle. Hello everyone, and welcome back to week 4 of VDL. We're playing Mr. Shady, and he has a Terra Ghost Arcanine. Okay, so what does he bring? He brings the Mew, brings the Arcanine, does bring the Milotic, does bring the Dragonite, does bring the Annihilape and the Chinchina. So Terra Ghost Arcanine, interesting. Makes me kind of think it's defensive, but that's actually very nice for us. What do we see? No Sylveon, that's big. No Zarude is also really nice. No Excadrill is huge. That means his only removal is Tidy Up on Chinchina. We see no Electivire, is always nice to see. We could have brought Regieleki. Regieleki would have actually been a monster into this game with no Electivire around, but it was just too big of a risk to take. Crocodile doesn't look too bad of a lead into everything he brought, because Terra Fairy actually looks ridiculously good into both Dragonite and Annihilape. I also don't mind leading the Torn. He brought his fastest guy in Chinchina, but he did not bring the Zarude at 105. Which is nice to see. Because we do struggle with that speed tier. I'm torn between leading Glowking right now. No Excadrill, which means... Oh, Barry's kind of useless. I kind of want to lead Torn. A lot of stuff I was scared leading into Torn, like Scarf Evire or Scarf Zarude on Hair. There's still definitely some very scary things. We do want to just probably click a U-turn turn 1 and U-turn out into something. But we'll see what happens. What is the lead from him? He's going to lead the Mew. Okay. So potentially like a setup Mew. We can just U-turn on this immediately. The other option is to plot. Where would we go, right? We could go AV Crook. The other option is just to go Glowking. Or Sizzle is also really nice into this. I'm going to count the damage, so that is important. I'm recording. Into like a max HP Mew, how much do we do? Because we do want to see this. If he's like max Fizz Def, we do like 20%. If he's just max HP, yeah, 20 seconds. So we have a bit of time here, shall we? We will do like 22. So we won't get the most info off this. Let's see. So we do see he's not Scarfed, and he is defensive, it looks like. We are just going to get our Taunt out of Hair. That did look like he does have at least max HP, so I do think he has a hazard setting set. I'm very tempted just to go Sizzle here. Even though Sizzle could get Fire moved, that's scary to think about. I mean, I think we can defog later. I don't mind going into you, Glowking, and seeing what he wants to click. He's gonna go straight for rocks. Okay, that's fine. There is no... I'm just gonna click a Toxic, I think, because there is no Excadrill around to eat this. He's gonna click Taunt. Good play. Really good bring. So he's Taunt, Stealth Rocks, potentially Fire move. I kind of want to go into my Crook here now. So you're AV. So we do see Taunt as well. This is actually pretty scary. He does see the Toxic. How much are we doing to this, actually? If he is, let me see the exact damage actually he took as well. He took actually less than 20, which tells me that he's probably max Fizz Def, to be honest. Which means he shouldn't do much damage to us at all. We should do it like 26 with a sludge bomb, and I'm gonna click that and see where he goes. He's gonna go straight for the wisp. Okay. So he's very utility set. We're not gonna get a poison on that. This thing doesn't get recovery. Where does he want to go on this? There's not much that wants to take this, to be honest. It could be Annihilate pair, which would be scary. I honestly don't mind going into my Torn Hand, setting up a nasty plot and being a scary guy. I think I'm going to make that play. If he goes Annihilate, that would be really nice too. We are boots, so we don't care about the rocks too much. He is thinking about this one. We did get a good chip on this Mew. We do know it's set. Stealth Rocks set. So if we can defog later, that'd be great. There's not much to defog on him, honestly. Kind of wish I brought the defensive Quack I was considering over Scizor at the last second. But still good decisions. He is going to withdraw first. So we're going to get... We're going to see the double swap here into who? Into another Japanese guy. Is Milo. Okay. He's going to see with boots on this Torn. He is Flame Orb. So that's good info. How much do we do to my water? So we do know he is defensive. Probably like max HP, max defense with the Flame Orb. Could be Spadef, I suppose. We do like 30%. His skulls do 30. How much does he do with an Ice Beam if he's fully defensive? 45 to 64 is kind of rough. I could go back into Slowking. That is risky though. I kind of want to scout and see what this is. I mean, we know it's not offensive, so that's one thing. We do hit a Bleak Wind, and we do see that's probably max Fizz Death rather than max. He's got a coil set. Okay. Interesting. But he is burned still, so was he Facade? That could be scary. $252. Let's say you're Impish. Your +1 attack. He's only base 60s. Facade. And is burned. +1, 252 Facade does 54. Does this thing get a physical ice move? Is a really good question. Maybe he just predicted a U-turn. This thing gets Marvel Scale, which increases the defense, competitive, and quick charm. Does get like Avalanche. Triple Axle could be a bit scary, I suppose. I think I'm just gonna nasty plot here. He does stay in, okay. He's gonna click recover, okay. So we get the good end of the stick there. He's gonna take a bit more burn chip. And now we're at +2. So we will do about 60% to this. If we go +3, we would kill without the thing. I'm still scared of what this thing wants to do though. I mean, he doesn't want to swap into a Bleak Wind, right? I'm gonna Bleak Wind Storm now. We can hit another one, cool. Nice. And he's gonna go for Hypnosis, so that's unfortunate. He will have to recover this turn, so we are gonna take our sleep turn. Most likely he's gonna recover this turn. There we go. So he's Hypnosis, Coil, Recover. One attack. He is still pretty close to being in range of another hit. I'm just gonna go for another nasty plot. And we're gonna wake up very fast there, very nice. And it's a oh, that's a really good Dragon Tail there. So he is Dragon Tail on the last move. Okay, good to know. What do we get force out into? Mimikyu is kind of rough. This is probably max Fizz Def. Part of me wants to go Crook here. And waste it. We can't poison you. I mean, this is my fairy. You can't touch me, so I'm just gonna SD up here, actually. We know the full set. We know he's at +1 defense too. If we get to +1, we still don't do it a lot. But I can go +6 here. And then we can look for crits. Is the coil play? I mean, I get into a better position in front of you. You can't Dragon Tail me. I can Swords Dance on a potential recover turn. I don't mind this at all. He's gonna click Hypnosis, which is just annoying. A lot of lucky Hypnosis is here. Is the withdrawal that turn, which is nice. At least we got the Milotic chipped. It's Banshee. Is that Annihilate? We are going to take our sleep turn. Your bulk up. That first hit doesn't do much. Play Rough obliterates you. Shadow Sneak wouldn't quite kill. I am just going to click a Play Rough. We should always be faster than this. He is scarfed. Okay, good information. Can we wake up? We are going to stay asleep. Super unfortunate. If you're scarfed, why do I not go you? Milotic is chipped. I will go you, and I will click a Scale Shot. I'm pretty sure this has to be scarfed. Please don't tell me I'm wrong. Am I wrong? Did you see another Shadow Claw? We are not going to see a Terror this turn. I think we just always Scale Shot here. You should be slower because you are scarfed. I mean, yeah, this is base 90. So you should never have outspeeded our Mimikyu unless you are scarfed. So Scarf Ape. Good information. Could be like Final Gambit or something. We are getting chipped though from these rocks, so I do want to get in our Sizzle sooner rather than later. Although defog being out on your removal into Annihilate ain't great. Especially a scarfed one that can be defiant very easily. We do have Sleeping Mimikyu, so that's another good thing. So that's always nice, because that means that he cannot Hypnosis our Terra Fairy Crook. He is going to withdraw, and we're going to gain our potential Scarf here off a Scale Shot. What is it? It is a Milo again. We do hit a Scale Shot, very nice. We're gonna hit 3 times. I wish I was Swords Dance right now. Very much so. Do we have a roll to kill this? With an EQ. It is burned. Earthquake does 23.6. Nowhere near a kill. You can Terra and hope he... goes for the Dragon Tail. Oh, we don't get it. And he goes for the Dragon Tail! That's huge! That is huge. We can just go for a... an EQ here. Is there a swap in? I mean, Terra Blast could be... hits everything neutrally, I guess. I'm gonna go for that. And we're gonna get a Moxie boost here. Milo's down, which is huge. We do see... he doesn't know about Gunk Shot. We don't really need Gunk Shot. We are gonna get a Moxie boost, lovely. So our +1/+1. Who is the answer? We are also at -1 defense, which is crucial. Obviously, could very easily be Tower Ghost. We are -1 defense. It is Arcanine. Are you Intimidate? You are not Intimidate. Earthquake is neutral no matter what. If you're offensive, we wouldn't kill if you Terra. If you Terrasilize into a Ghost, we do 85 to 103 to non-investment Arcanine. That's a huge chunk. He doesn't know last move, which is the terrifying thing for him, because we could predict it. He does go for the Terra. It's a good play. Let's see. Are you offensive? I mean, you're not offensive, Terra, which is nice. You could be Scarfed. That's also an option. He's not. We're going to hit an Earthquake. And we're going to do a huge chunk. That kind of looks offensive. Flare Blitz comes out. Looks like I'm going to die. I am, but it looks like he's going to take the death in return as well. Getting rid of Arcanine is huge. Crocodile put in the work that it needed to. Gets 2 kills in the mid-game. Feud, huge. Now where do we go? We still have our Sleeping Mimikyu and our burned Glowking. Kinda want a Chili. He could go Mew. We could just go Condor. That's pretty free. We do know it's Scarf Annihilate, which is still very scary into my team. I think I'm gonna go into Sizzle and see where he wants to go. He goes into someone the Unrivaled. He goes into the Mew. Okay. Might want to make the swap here. We do know this is Stealth Rock Taunt. We could go for a knock here. The other option is to go for the U-turn. I kind of want a defog. I don't know what last move is the issue on this. We know he's Stealth Rock. Do I want to go for it? I mean, whenever outspeeding, U-turn would kill. Max Fizdef Mew. No, would not kill. Would be a roll from where it's at right now. I'm just worried about Flamethrower coming out. That would be a roll to kill if he's non-invested. I'm just going to go straight for the U-turn. It's Wisp. Okay, that's fine. Should have default. That's fine. Still gonna get some U-turn damage. Citrus. Yep. We could plot here. We are going to plot here. This is still a very scary match. That could go either way. Because I do fear that Annihilate is Scarf Final Gambit. And I do want to look up whether... After we see what happens this turn. Will he taunt? He has Rocks, Taunt, Will-O-Wisp. Potentially one attack. We don't know. Maybe he's Dragon Tail as well. That'd be kind of... That'd be really sad. We are going to get our plot off. What is the attack? It's Psychic. Okay. Does a good chunk there. Huh. I don't think +2 Heat Wave is a kill, so we'll have to Bleak Wind here. Please give me the Bleak Wind. Thank you. Bye, Mew. We can swap out the Taunt here if it is a swap. If it's Ape, then that's the scariest thing here. It could very easily be Scarf. Final Gambit will obviously kill, but nothing else will. And that would be a trade for Taunt for Annihilate, which would be put him in a tough spot, losing all that. It would lead him with just the Dragonite and the Chinchino, which definitely could both win in the back with DD sets of some variety. No, we see the Dragonite. I want to Bleak Wind you, Dragonite. Do you kill me with a E-Speed? You're not Terra Normal. You would have a... If you're adamant, you have a roll to kill me, I'm gonna Bleak Wind you. I'm gonna hit a Bleak Wind. I'm getting so lucky with these Bleak Winds. Oh my god, I do so much damage. That looks offensive. We do get a speed drop. Is it DD? It is DD. I'm so sorry. To Shady. He's getting so unlucky here. And I will Heat Wave now. Because it does have a better accuracy. And honestly, I deserve to miss at this point. But I don't. We're going to get rid of Dragonite, which is huge. Torn finally putting in some work. Or are we going to see Ape come out? He has seen the full moveset now. Plot, Bleak Wind, Heat Wave, U-turn. It is Ape. No attack kills other than Final Gambit. Do I could gain HP back and get in my boy, but it's such a risk. At this point, what is left on his team is Chinchino. Kind of like having that bullet punch option in the back. Having you around. Are you immune to it is the question. Can Final Gambit hit ghosts? Let's find out. No, it cannot, according to Google AI. But if you Final Gambit, that just means I have the world against me. I'm just going to Bleak Wind. You Shadow Cloak. Okay, I can make the right play. We're going to hit a Bleak Wind. Huge. Whew. Huge. And now there is a Chinchino, and we have a Bullet Punch Burn, is what I will say. Heatwave has a roll to kill. I'm gonna click it. I deserve to miss this. I'm gonna get it, and he's gonna click Super Fang. And we're gonna get the U-turn KO. I'm so sorry. 2. Shady, because that was so rough, but Tornado's picking up 4 kills. GG's to Shady. What a game. We do get the 5-0, which is huge. We do go to 2-2, which is very nice for us in terms of diff. But yeah, once again, GG's to Shady. We've dodged each other the last 2 seasons. We've been in the league together, but we finally got to play, and it's not the game I wanted to play. I hit so many bleak wins and everything. Although he did hit all his hypnosises, and he did hit all his will-o-wisps. As he did hit everything that he wanted to hit too, I think. I don't think there was any... I mean, the bleak wind speed drop was the only thing that was big. But I would always revenge that with Sizzle, right? I could always just potentially save the Taunt, swap out. He would have had to be Final Gambit Ape to kill me then. I think that would have put him in such a rough spot. He had to go for the Shadow Claw crit. So yeah, GG's to Shady. It's not the way I want the game to go, but sometimes that happens. But yeah, hopefully we can meet again in playoffs or even potentially next season. We'll have to wait and see. Bye bye.